Hello again guys and welcome back to my channel. This is my first video for 2019 and today I wanted to do something different. I would like to start doing some anime reviews and recommendations, and I hope you guys like it. I'm not going to include any actual cuts from the animes that I'm showing, and I hope these floating screenshots that I'm using in this setting, although the quality is not the best obviously. I hope this setting is acceptable for the things that I'm going to do for anime here on this channel. In the past I have done anime reviews on live television, and I have watched what some might consider unreasonable amounts of anime, okay? So the first show that I'm going to review and recommend to you is Mob Psycho 100 or Mob Psycho 100 season 2. Okay, let's go. So before I continue, I'd like to just warn you that I'm going to mention some minor spoilers here, so be aware of that. I absolutely recommend you to watch this show, and if you want, you can watch it and come back and hear my opinion if you don't want to get spoiled even to the slightest, okay? So Mob Psycho 100 started, the first season started back in 2016. It followed the popularity of One Punch Man, that was a manga that was made into anime, that was released back in 2015, and it became a meme. It's super cool and ridiculous anime. And Mob 100, Mob Psycho 100 is it became popular because it was by the same author, and people recommended it because of that. And it's a cool show, although it doesn't have the same amount of, how should I say, a meme potential to become popular on the internet on the same grounds that One Punch Man was popular. But it's a super cool anime show with psychic powers, a lot of cool humor, and like very interesting characters. The minor characters, the main character, and the supporting characters are super interesting. So season 2 starts off with Mobu and his teacher Arataka Reigen, who is supposed to be psychic, but he's also master level con artist. They go to a small village and destroy some low level village spirit there. And Mob seems to be getting some kind of inclination to new parts. We're probably going to see this develop in the future episodes. But there are a lot of funny scenes there, like this one with like this 8-bit kind of graphics, in which his teacher tries to get him into some kind of a elaborate scheme, but it didn't work out, and he just leaves the scene uninterested. This kanji here reads umami. The second kanji is the kanji for aji, that's taste. Sometimes the second kanji is not written, and it's just hiragana with the mi, okay? Small tip for Japanese learners here. Okay, so then the show continues with this gal here trying to get Mobu into another scheme, this time in his school, where she tries to get him to be some kind of a higher up class representative in order to boost up his confidence. But again, things don't work out very well, and he subsequently is driven into this kind of like a love triangle. It's this girl over here, that girl over there, and another female character that I'm not going to mention. It's super interesting development with her, and we're probably going to see Mob and this new female character in the future. I want to mention here that I usually don't read the manga versions of the animes that I talk about on social media or with people. I usually read a different type of manga that don't have anime versions, but I'm not going to spoil myself or you with reading the manga and then making comparisons, so keep that in mind, okay? So the last two things that I want to mention here is that while I was kind of remembering what the Mob Psycho 100 was about, I remember that this is my favorite character in the whole show. I love the way that he destroyed the Claw organization in the last season, how he slapped them around. And there is actually like a recap OVA anime with this character in focus that I'm going to watch at some point. And I really hope that I will see Reagan a lot more in this season. So yeah, he's super cool character, very strange and with a lot of hilarious reactions. Okay, so the other thing that kind of drew my attention when I watched season 2, the first episode, and watched the opening, was that the info about the opening, I don't know if a lot of people watch openings and endings of the anime shows. So the original opening is, the name of the song is called 99. This is his psychic power levels. And this one is named the same, but it's by another Japanese band called Sajo no Hana. They are doing the opening and the ending, but like I said, the opening sounds completely different from what you have heard in the first season, and I think that this opening is a lot weaker than the one that the first season had. That version is better in any way, in my opinion, so yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, so this was for the first part of the video. In the next part of the video, I'm going to talk about the new anime called Dororo. Alright guys, so it's time to move on to the second part of the video, in which I'm going to talk about another anime that is called Dororo. It's super cool. It's amazing anime with samurais and battles and demons, and I can't wait to start and talking about it. Before that, I would like to encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like the video if you haven't liked it already. And yeah, we'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Alright guys, the second show that I will be talking about is called Dororo. It's about a boy thief called Dororo and a samurai-like monster assassin who fights with kind of a puppet body parts called Hyakimaru up here. This anime is listed for 24 episodes, and I strongly believe that this will probably be one of the best shows for this year. Probably not as good as what Goblin Slayer was last year, but still very good. Okay, so once again I want to warn you that there will be some minor spoilers here in this video, so beware of that. Okay, so our story starts with this character over here, Daigo Kagemitsu, who is a daimyo in the land of Kaga, that's in northern part of Honshu, and he offers a sort of a future sacrifice of his future possessions to 12 demons in exchange for great military power and prosperity for his lands. Okay, so what actually happens is that the 12 demons take different body parts of his newborn child. There are no super gruesome scenes there or something like that. It's not something like a Shigurui, in which you're going to see like flying body parts everywhere or stuff like that. But the kid that he kind of gets from his wife looks a little bit disturbing, so beware of that. And after that, some time passes and we get to see the actual Dororo, who is this boy-like thief. He has a lot of survival skills, and he has a lot of grit, and he's able to get by in a world with a lot of danger and a lot of big men that can take his possessions at any time. So what happens is, in one scuffle with the local gang, Dororo is almost killed, but Hyakimaru here comes, and a lot of stuff happens there. And what eventually happens is that the two of them will probably venture together and will fight with the different monsters, and Hyakimaru will regain some body parts. What happens is that he's actually the kid from the beginning of the story here, and it looks like there will be a lot of battles with monsters and a lot of cool interactions with different characters. This anime is based on the famous manga by the great Osamu Tezuka. The first anime was actually released in 1969. It's pretty insane. And in there, Dororo looks like Astro Boy with the katana and samurai haircut, and Hyakimaru up there looks like Blackjack with again with the katana and a samurai haircut. So these type of characters are pretty interesting. But in the new anime, both of them like look of course a little different. I would say that Hyakimaru looks like a character from Basilisk, the first season, like these cool ninja-like characters there. What some people might find a little annoying is that Dororo is voiced by an actual seiyuu that is 13-year-old girl, so his voice is kind of squeaky and like maybe a little annoying for some people, but I think for the most part it fits the character pretty well. And there was also a live action in 2007 based on this manga, but I haven't watched it, so I cannot say anything for it at this point. I will be following Mob Psycho Season 2 and Dororo closely, and if you want to see another videos on these anime shows in particular, please say something in the comments down below. And if you want to see more anime materials like that here, once again, I'm not going to show direct cuts from the anime because I don't want to get into any trouble with my small YouTube channel here. Just once again say something in the comments or in the social media on Twitter that will be listed down in the description. Thanks again for watching, and like and subscribe if you're interested in more videos like that. Bye!